Welcome back to another battle, everybody. I figured with the brand new USA Advanced Map Pack releasing, the best way to celebrate the new release before we're able to get our hands on it against actual real-life human players is to play the standard USA Advanced map. We are playing as a green player out of the second position, and I'm going to try to evaluate my position here and take an appropriate capital. But I do think, in classic USA fashion, I might just have to go northeast. Everybody loves the little northeast noob corner. I don't think the New York cap here is actually very good, but it would certainly make a statement. This is open to 3 territories. This is open to 4. I could cap on the 1 here, but I think I like the... yeah, no, you know what? I'm going to cap Connecticut. We're going to cap Connecticut here. Massachusetts, Rhode Island, whatever we want to call it. I think the 1 is slightly, maybe slightly, New York is slightly better, but really, realistically, Pennsylvania and New Jersey would have been the best bet. But we're going to go up in the little noob corner, see what we can do. We got 3 territories up there. Should be a simple take out on white. And white goes down into the one of the other noob corners. This map is fascinating because it has, I believe it is the only map in the game with multiple 1-point bonuses. There is one of the new maps, I believe it's the US South map that is releasing. Again, as of recording this, it is releasing on today's date. It may have already released at the time of this video releasing because SMG is based out of Australia. But... as of today, Wednesday, October 16th, the map should be out and we'll be able to play it. I will be playing it ideally on stream, the new maps, later today. So come by this evening, Eastern time, approximately maybe just after 5 p.m. Eastern time. And come on down. We'll be playing the new maps in some public games, and then maybe we'll even play the new maps with some viewer games as well. I'm not sure how long I'll be streaming for, but please come on down. Feel free to even turn notifications on if you're looking to watch that. Ooh, yellow's going to stretch himself very, very thin. I wonder if somebody tries to play for his capital down here. We actually lose additional troop here, so we're only going to start with 5, which is a little bit of a bummer. Yeah, yellow is spread very, very thin. Could probably take his cap, but I'm almost going to assume that somebody else just completely yoinks it from him. I don't want to be involved in that. Do I roll the 5 on 2? Let's see what kind of dice we get in New York first, and then we'll roll the 5 on 2. All right. The answer is really, really bad dice. I'm not going to roll the 5 on 2. That has so much risk associated to it. Will not be doing that. That is atrocious dice. But we'll be looking at the new maps. They should be out. Shout out to Zynthian, winner of our giveaway. We did it on stream yesterday. So I'm not full of it. It was the first go. Our giveaway winner was Zynthian. Blue does not take yellow's capital. We'll have the noob corner soon. But essentially, the point I was getting at is the US South map does have a +1 territory, but I believe this map, and I believe the standard USA map also has the +1 in the top right, which is rare. Not a lot of maps have a +1 bonus. Usually always +2s. This map has 3 +1 bonuses, which is super duper rare, in my opinion. Now, white... I wonder if white spawned in the middle here on Molokai Maui. Rolls off the 6 to hit Hawaii here and then fortifies whatever he had left there up. I guess so. Splits, pulls what he's got back. So he'll get that +1. But essentially this map is a three-tiered noob corner is what I consider it. Yellow does not bot. Did nobody take this guy's capital? I think black just took his capital. Yep, black took his cap. I was going to say, I'm like, there's no shot. Nobody took his capital. Somebody had to have taken it. Yellow is not a bot yet. I didn't see how much black would have maybe lost there. Is he just going to slam the cap right back? Don't roll up into me. Nice. He rolls down. So he's just going to stack next to black. That's not going to be fruitful long-term for him. He is literally just going to sit next to Arkansas, which is where his cap was. We're going to go 4 here. The rest up here. And we don't lose anything, which is delightful. Now we have a +3, which should be the best bonus of anybody here starting the game. I don't think... Nobody's got California. Nobody's got Pacific Northwest. And I doubt anybody's got the middle of the board. I think the next bonus... I don't want to lock my cap off, so I do think the next bonus I want to play for is actually going to be East North Central here. That's a 6 territory with the triple blizzard here. And we can actually hold it reasonably well, I think. Blue appears to be top left. We have no idea where purple is, but essentially we're playing USA Advanced today, and you can almost see the breakup of the other maps, like the Northeast map is up here in the top right. We got the Midwest map here with the Great Plains, West North Central and East North Central there. That's that Midwest map. We've got the South map, which is West South Central and South Atlantic, and then the West map is these 4 bonuses over here to the left of Pacific North, Pacific South, Mountain South, and Mountain North. I love U.S. geography. It's one of my favorite things, so I think it is super duper cool that SMG was gracious enough to add more U.S.-related maps. I almost wish they would do individual state maps at some point. Could be really, really cool. Like I'm originally from New York. A New York map would be really cool. I think a Texas map would maybe be really, really cool. A Florida one potentially with like a Tallahassee, Tampa connection on the side maybe. There's a lot of options. They don't have to do any of this stuff. But I just think it would be cool and really make the territories almost like county level, that kind of thing, or something similar would be really, really cool. But it does look like white might be playing for this bonus in here in Mountain South. That's a very large bonus. I'll start with 8 troops on this next turn. I've got a 9 cap. I don't think we're at risk of losing that. So I think we can afford to get a little bit aggressive. I don't really want to lock the cap off. Black gets troops back. But yeah, black's taking a bunch of extra territories here. A little bit greedy play there. And yellow is without capital, obviously. I don't have any yearn in terms of disrupting yellow. That was a lot of troop usage there by black. I wonder how well this cap is defended. Presumably pretty well. He's going to roll a 2-on-1 somewhere. Slow rolling it even, which is smart. And he actually wins it. Slow roll is smart. So the one benefit behind the New York cap here over the cap, the New England cap that I picked, is that it does defend both bonuses, at least on an entry point. But it does naturally lock itself if you hold both of those. So I didn't really want to get involved with that. Yellow here. I'm going to knock blue out of here. And we're going to knock blue out of here. I'm not going to take this whole bonus. Come back here. I don't want to scare black, so I don't want to take that whole bonus. But we've actually really kind of knocked blue down to a limited number of positions. We saw purple hit his 4 up here. I don't know if purple thought he was going to get struck down by blue, or maybe blue is without external position, something like that. But I don't hate my start. You know, we got the little northeast spot. We're feeling okay. We got 2 more territories to take this +6. And I could work for the +6 in the bottom right. I don't know if it's worth it, though. But you know who is worth it? Recent subscriber, Teammade3519. Thank you, Teammade, for subscribing to the channel. If you guys want to get a shout out like Teammade, all you got to do is subscribe. Make sure you have public subscriptions on. I'll give you the shout out that you so deserve. And with that said, we are, ladies and gentlemen, back to the game here. Purple making some actions that we don't actually see. I can even play for this bonus here. Black didn't hit my 2. Purple's going to hit down into me, or does he go to the right? He goes to the right, fails. I do get the impression that I think purple is capped on West Oregon and blue is behind him in Alaska. Purple actually got 6 on that turn. I think that might be from territory count, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. White's going to take this whole bonus here. Yeah, white's going to take this whole bonus. Wow. I don't know if I'm black, if I let them hold that. That's for sure. Because I think we do want to knock white out of the bottom of the board here then. Because I want to force him into these other players. I don't really want him anywhere near me. But you know who I do want near me? These segues today, man. These segues are great. You know who I want near me? Fergus the cat. He's been laying in my lap the entire game. It's time to get him even closer and snuggle our little man here. He's just the best. He's just the best. Black is really hitting all of yellow, man. He wants him completely out of the game. I respect it. I respect the hustle. But you know who else I respect? Fergus the cat. Like, look at this cat, dude. He's so zen, too. He just trusts me so much. I love it. All right, back down into the lap, pal. All right, it's time to play Risk. And make this a 12, I think. Let's go 4 down here just to get white out of here. I don't care about black. Oh, we got a 2 there. All right, gonna have to double back for that. Guess we're not doubling back for that. We're not doubling back for that. We're going to leave white here. Hopefully. Oh, blue lost his cap to purple. This was his last position. Purple kills blue on this turn. That's fast. Both blue and yellow going to be out of this game very, very early. Yeah, blue is done. He is simply done. That is bananas to me. I don't know what blue did to offend purple, but because blue capped there first, I feel kind of bad for him. But from what I'm gathering, grave misuse of troops anyway. Boom, boom. 4-on-1's not going to fail, and that is the blue player eliminated. Purple trades in first, which is good for us. It's very good for us. If yellow doesn't trade here, then black might get the yellow kill. I wanted to get white out of here because I don't trust white. Purple's a very aggressive player in it and was not punished for it. Everybody just kind of trying to take their respective portions of the board. I was hoping to have enough troops to get white out of here, but I did not, and I actually locked my cap out with that. Purple has this bonus now. They have fortified down. I guess it could have gone down to the left. White's getting 12. So white has... How is white getting 12? That's like the weirdest number. Did he lose his capital but is holding the +9? Surely not, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess it's possible. I wasn't checking to see if that said 3 caps at any moment, but... Does black kill yellow here? Puts 4. I don't think he does. I think he just takes a card off of me and protects himself. Yep. Doesn't even break me. See what yellow does. If yellow breaks me, I come off cap and I kill him. Honestly, do I come off cap and kill him anyway to double trade? 28. Do I think he's anywhere on the left here? Probably not. I'll trade early and do that. That's unfortunate. I think that was worth it. I have a trade on the next turn. Tennessee, Great Plains, or Ohio. Where's Great Plains? Here. I'll do Tennessee. Sure. Now I control half the board here. Purple might not like that I just went and hit so much of yellow. Now I'm back on 4 cards, so I'm an entire card ahead of everybody with that play. Yellow's out of the game. I don't remove white over here. I don't break white. I don't hit more of black than necessary. I do lock my capital off. But I've gotten... The main reason behind that play is I think black might have gone for that maneuver on that same turn if I didn't. And because I was already trading from a pretty bad position. I was trading from the 8 spot anyway if I didn't do that. Now white gets 21 here. What are you doing? I didn't hit you. What are you doing? I didn't hit you at all. Why is he taking so much territory? I'm gonna absolutely... Why did you do all that? Like, it was very generous of purple to let you hold over here. That's a really aggressive play, and I don't know why he did that. I could have broken him. I opted not to, and he just hits... How many of my territories? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of my territories. Alrighty. Just gonna protect my capital. I trade after all of them. There's no... I don't want to risk trading in early, only getting 10. You know, because it's 10, 12, 15. I get the 20 instead of the 10. I doubled the troop output I get here. And then maybe white can feel way nicer about what he just did there, knowing I didn't take everything back, even though I didn't have any of these bonuses. He only broke 1 bonus, but he hit so much territory, which I get not wanting me to hold that much, but now I do think purple's hitting you. I think purple broke him. Black is the best player in this lobby by far. Had the wherewithal to take yellow's absolutely free capital at the start. Has protected his capitals. Has not overtaken with too much aggressiveness. I've really liked the game black has played so far. Yeah, you got broken. Now the problem here with what purple's done is that he didn't break California, I don't think. Because I do think white had California. But he's not going to break me, so hopefully black doesn't break me here. I'm surprised that black wouldn't try to accelerate his position a little bit. He's got this left capital that can go left. He's got this right capital that can go right. I'm surprised he wouldn't take this middle bonus here, because this is the one downside to this map, is that if you aren't actively taking bonuses, despite the size... I do think you're potentially hindering yourself. And maybe this is him trying to take this top bonus here, and he thinks that that's where he should play. Which he very well might be right. It gives both of his capitals better routing on other parts of the board. Now, I do think we have to play very, very reserved here. I'm okay with closing my cap off if it means taking an additional bonus to try to make up a deficit between myself and the other players. However... I've got to be a little bit wary of black. I think we're going to have a battle between purple and and white here. White's retaliation into purple was very much expected. This seems like an overcommitment of troops. He's going to take that middle bonus, and I have no yearn to remove him from there. Not trying to start a war. We got rid of yellow. We got very heavily aggressed by white. I'll just give black the well played. I think black's pretty good. Overcommitment of troops there, but if you were planning on splitting into another direction or going to left or whatever, it makes maybe a little bit more sense. So we trade for the 20 now. We'll get a +2 on Ohio. We can't really do anything with... no, 20 here. I should have hit into Tennessee first. I messed that up. Alright, this is fine. Leaving 4 there, because I don't think white's going to randomly willy-nilly hit through a 4. I don't know. There's something about him I don't think he's going to do that. Now, what does purple do here? Does he stop? He stops. So he lets white hold that much board. I think you got a full commit. All right, white is just... What? I don't know what I did to this guy, man. Somebody's got to punch him in the mouth, because I don't know what the heck this is. Breaks all my bonus. I didn't do anything to you, dude. I just took board control. It's weird, because, like, I've mentioned this to you guys before. The concept of, I can't hold a bonus, you can. And in the case of the white player here, it very much feels like it's not quite the parallel. I had a game recently where I did that to an opponent. The I can't hold a bonus, but you can mantra. That should teach him a lesson. And the problem with that philosophy... Now, there is the risk that white sets in here. Yeah, keep hitting him, dude. I respect the heck out of you if you keep hitting him. I think white sets in early here and tries to come hit me. But it's like, the I can't hold a bonus, you can works when the board is in a state where everybody's fighting. But if you're just actively picking fights with somebody, like, he should stop here. I will make sure you lose this game, white. I will make sure you lose this game. No. Sorry, dude. I gotta make sure I break him at a different spot. I don't want to open up his capital. I don't really want to trade in either, though. I want to hold out on the trade in. But if black doesn't break me here... Because the downside of this play, right, is that black could just work with him. And then I'm not in as good of a spot. But he lets me hold more here. But you still broke me. What you need to do is back off. $53. Okay. I didn't mean to hit. I meant to hit purple, and I hit Central Nevada. So, whatever. Purple could kill white right now. And he very well might. I don't think he can kill me. I think I have too much board right now. I'm going to tell him well played. Bad dice, bad dice. Come on. Ooh, pretty bad dice. He doesn't have time to clean this. White will get a retaliation play. This went about as well as it could. White will retaliate. Because at the end of the day, I wasn't the one that rolled the cap. Now, there is the downside here that black could potentially kill me. Purple is completely off cap. Oh, God. Oh, no, 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 no. I hope black don't hit this territory. I hope black is not well enough aware that he can kill purple here. White gets his cap back. Let's track the number of rolls we've got here. White's going to get himself killed? What are you doing? He's going to come sack into my cap and feed me to black. Oh my God. You really can't make these players up, dude. He's going to sack. No, he's just going to sit back there. Why wouldn't you take the cap back? What a weirdo. This was so free. I'll live with this. If black does try to kill me, I'll live with this. But I think black's too good. I don't think black's going to go for a kill here. I don't know if the trades are high enough to kill purple here. I'm just going to eliminate this player. This guy's been a pain in my side. Sorry, dude. Big apologies to purple, but I need to make sure he loses too. 18. I don't think he's got anything back there, right? Oops. I messed that up a little bit. I should have just split this. I was like, I don't need to split it. I'll win the 4-on-3, and then I slider errored. That's a little bit awkward. Hopefully purple doesn't have a trade. Black will win some of these caps. I don't think he can cap run. Maybe he can. Actually, he can definitely cap run if he plays his cards correctly here. He might not know that he can, though. I really needed to not fail that. I wanted to put a bunch down here so that I could eliminate this material here, but black might get this win. People want me to upload more losses. You can watch me, assuming I lose here, you can watch me upload a game where I absolutely fumble the bag. And that is slider error. Should have just split this and hit it. I was like, oh, I'd rather keep it together so when I can fortify it, it'll all be together. Black has been playing very quietly all game. The question here, what will lose him the game here, I think, is him going for the purple kill. I probably should have broken him. Now, if he plays to break here, if he plays to break me, he loses the game. Okay, he just plays to super passive. So black, overly passive play by black. I guess he thinks he deserves last. Or last, second, I mean. Okay, this was much less than I thought was back here. I don't think any bit of purple is up there. Alright, we're not slider erroring here. Okay. He might try to reverse card block me, though. I can't get overly aggressive here. Should have a trade on this next turn. 32 comes up to here. Let's make this a 30, 40. 12 goes back to... Or no. Well, 12 will go back to that cap. He's going to have a trade in. Just kind of knocking down... What does he got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. With a trade here, he could potentially cap run. And I imagine he's going to try. I don't think he can cap run with only one stack, though. I don't think he can cap run with only one stack. It's going to be about 60 on 40 by the time he gets there. He loses 48 on that roll. Dips into the pocket. 7 on 2 wins, obviously. This comes down. He is off double cap as well. Fails. Good game. GG's to you, Black. Well played. Might as well come take the last one. What have you got to lose? And Black has been a respectful player all game. We will not waste his time. I'll do it in one quick run. I don't actually even have a traded on 4. I'll slider just in case. Don't want to lose too many dice. Good game. Well played, and a big old thumbs up to you. We did make a critical error there, but we were able to overcome our critical error because the Black player is super duper passive. Shout out to that guy. Not a big shout out to White. I do feel bad for Purple. We managed to give Purple third instead of fourth, which is what White gave himself. White had a chance to stay in this game too. That's the craziest thing to me, is if he had taken that cap back from Purple, I wouldn't have killed him. It wouldn't have been worth it. Intermediate level player, way too overly aggressive. But a lot of times these players, I'm not going to accept your friend request, sir. I'm sorry. If you accept friend requests, you don't get to play against those people again. And I want to keep my options open. I don't mind playing against people the same multiple times, as long as I don't remember who they are. Expert on Purple, that one doesn't surprise me. I thought he was pretty good. Blue just got himself. I picked a terrible capital. The blue player did there. So didn't love that. And then Yellow was a novice. That one doesn't surprise me a whole lot. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. As always, I've been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. We'll be back very, very soon with the brand new maps. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Peace.